Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. It's actually a nice day out. It's car says 57 degrees. I'm not sure if it's quite that warm, but as you can see, I got the windows cracked a little bit. I don't know if you can see or not, but I got the windows cracked a little bit so we can hear some of the sounds of old shake and bake. But what I wanted to do real quick is expound upon my plans to push the 5.7. I seen quite a few people in the comments were curious, you know, curious about pushing the 5.7 to its limits, and hopefully this will do it. So if you were good enough, you could pause real quick and see the two things that are upcoming for shake and bake. One is more suspension. The other one is to add some boost and add some power. So that one is the ATI 18% overdrive damper to replace the stock damper, which when I called Procharger, their estimate is anywhere from 3 to 5 pounds of boost that should add. Most people I've talked to, they said, you know, in that 4 range. So anywhere from 3 to 5, 4, somewhere around in there. So we are going to crank the boost up a little bit in shake and bake. I am, as you all know, you've heard me say it numerous times. Right now it's anywhere from 8 to high 9s, maybe a low 10 in good weather. So those 10-6 passes were more in the likelihood of high 9s in the pounds of boost. So pushing it now, we'll cut it in the middle, 3 to 5, we'll say it's 4. Bringing up 4 pounds of boost. Now we're looking, you know, on average 12 to anywhere from 12 to 13 to 14 pounds of boost. So that is a lot of boost compared to, you know, what all the forums say and everyone talks about being the safe zone for the 5.7 is 8 to 10, which is where I've been, 8 to 10. They say 10 is kind of the danger zone, but we're gonna push this thing because knowing we got a spare engine being built as we speak, we're gonna take this stock bottom end and really see what we can or can't do. So hopefully adding 4 pounds of boost, and you guys can correct me. I'm gonna be conservative and say roughly 10 to 15 horsepower per pound of boost. Give or take. That may not be as conservative as some of you might be. It may be way too conservative. I've heard, just doing some research on the internet, it's literally all over the map, and it really depends on your build, on how much boost, how much horsepower you're going to get out of a pound of boost. But from what I've seen, it's anywhere a bit, you know, 10 to 20. So I'm going on the conservative side of that and say 10 pounds of boost. So we're going to add probably 40 to 50 horsepower to good old shake and bake. I know that doesn't sound like a lot. It really doesn't sound like a lot. Not sure what that's going to translate at the track, but we're definitely going to translate that into what it's going to see on the dyno. So the plan is, I'm working with Mac Built and Dave, who are combined EFI specialties. I'm working with them to try and get some baseline dyno time. So we're gonna, because they got a new dyno. If they wouldn't have got a new dyno, the dyno video I did when I went to E85 would have been good enough. But they changed dynos, and it reads a lot different. They went from DynoCom to a Dyno Jet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna re-baseline shake and bake, see where she's at. I'm gonna have to switch back to E85. Video on that coming soon on my process of switching back from 93 to E85. And that's the more dangerous switch, by the way, just because of the octane and the alcohol content. But that's for another video, coming soon, when I switch from 93 back to the 85, which is going to be soon, probably sometime next week. But you know, we had, you know, 40-50 horsepower anywhere, well, conservative 40 to 50 horsepower, a little over conservative, you know, double that, 110 horsepower. We'll see when we get on the dyno. But hopefully adding another 50 to 100, we're talking, now we're in the 700 range, 7 to 750 horsepower range. So like I said, we're gonna see what it does. We're gonna see how much boost just the underdrive gives us, and if that doesn't push it, maybe we'll look at a smaller pulley, Procharger pulley, because right now I got it's a 3.6, so it's a pretty big pulley. So what we can do is pulley down, add maybe another pound or two of boost, and just keep pushing it and see. We'll see how long it takes to get the donor engine done too, because I really want to get that in and make sure I am safe and not ruining anything that I'm going to have to switch from this engine to the new engine to make it a long block and put in the car. I don't want to ruin, you know, I don't want to ruin the heads. I don't want to ruin, you know, any valves, or I don't know if these push rods will be the same length. So there's a lot of things, a lot of variables going into this. But I definitely don't want to hurt this engine too bad to where I can't use the parts on the inside. The crank I'm not worried about. I got a crank. The cam I am worried about because I don't want to have to buy a new cam. But if I have to buy a new cam, I got a couple options in the back of my head. Maybe just going straight with a Hellcat cam, or looking at one of MMX's max effort boost cams. I know some of you folks hate me calling it a boost cam, but it's a custom grind to support boost better than a custom grind for an NA application. So how's that for an explanation? But yeah, so that's the short-term future for Shake and Bake, is get a baseline, get the damper put on, go dyno tune it again, see what it puts out, and we can put out the numbers on what, if you have a D1X, what the 18% dampener does for a 5.7. So for you folks that are looking at Procharger and getting a Procharger, the P1X, they're fairly comparable. D1X is just pushes a little more air. Can produce a little bit more power than the P1X. I know I'll get blasted in the comments, but that's Don's simplistic view of the world. Again, I'm not a mechanic, I'm not an engine builder, but you know, it'll be somewhat comparable to the P1X. You may not see the exact same gains from a P1X, but it should be fairly close. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. I know I got a lot of comments on the fastest 5.7 Hemi. I was looking for some hate mail. I really didn't get what I thought I was gonna get, but hopefully that video gets out there a little bit more and gets a little more traction. Maybe we'll start seeing some of those 5.7 haters out there chime in. But that's gonna do it for this one, folks. If you're stopping in for the first time, check out the rest of the channel. If you like what's going on, do me those few things: like, subscribe, smash the bell, shoot me a comment, share it on your social media. We are inching closer to 5,000 subs. Definitely appreciate it. Until next video, which will be coming soon, adios.